Doing?
Doing good.
Good, great. Great. So let's understand your backstory and about your brand. Joseph, let's start with you.
Yeah, I'm married into it now. My wife's Vietnamese, and so she introduced me to pho as soon as we met. And I was this typical, like, what is this noodle? And then I ate it. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. And it quickly became a tradition with her family. They already had it a tradition, and luckily they adopted me into it and loved it. Fast forward to the pandemic, and my wife was an ER nurse. I was a hotel general manager for 10 years, so we're very, very busy. And pho takes 12 plus hours to make from scratch, so we didn't have time to make it. The restaurants were shut down, so we couldn't go and continue our tradition. Couldn't travel, so Mama Tu and Papa Lee couldn't come. They loved to come and make it for us because they knew how busy we were, and we couldn't do that. So we're like, what do we do? And my wife got together with her mom, Mama Tu. That's a little Mama Tu packet in our pack because it's their family recipe. They got together, and they created this for us. And it was so good, like going to the restaurant in just 5 minutes. I was like, we have to share this. And my wife, that was her passion. She was like, I don't care if we make money. We need to share the family passion for pho with the world. And that's why we came up with it. And then shortly after, on RangeMe, we saw the open call. We applied. I got the email, and I'm like, who's scamming me? This is not real. This is not a real email. And then we came, and here we are.
Great. So we'd like to give a shout out to Anne.
There she is right there.
Perfect. Over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Manish. And wow, what an incredible day. This event is amazing. I want to say thank you to everybody and give you a little story about Lola's. First, I want to recognize I've actually got Lola here in this room. And she is the driving force behind our brand. So Lola's, it's a generational family recipe hot sauce from my mom, Lola. So my mom, she's an immigrant from the Philippines that came to the Midwest in the 1980s to take care of local farmers as a practicing doctor. Growing up, my dad, also an immigrant, he served 20 years in the U.S. Army. So my dad came from Pakistan. And growing up, my dad, he was actively deployed, and my mom always made sure me and my two older sisters had a warm, hot meal at the dinner table, and it was always accompanied by this hot sauce. Now that hot sauce did not look quite as good as that one over there. It was in a giant mason jar, and we would just slather it on everything that we had. 2018, my mom, she had sold her business, and it was helping her move to be closer to family in Des Moines, Iowa. And I had found some of those boxes of hot sauce. I took that hot sauce, I brought it in for a food day at work. People loved it. They thought it was the best hot sauce they'd ever had. And I came home and I said, hey Mom, we need to get some more hot sauce. And from right then and there, my mom said, okay. And so we started making this hot sauce in our kitchen at home. And we brought it to local farmers markets, local craft shows in the region. And then fast forward today, we've now grown into a nationwide brand, becoming the first national Filipino-American hot sauce brand in America. It's a deep heart for Walmart. Walmart is incredible, has taken our family story and our brand and has propelled it across the country like never before. We started with 300 stores, eventually moved to 800, and now we have 2 items in every single Walmart store in America. Started where every single one of you is today. So congrats on being here because this is where I started, this is where our family journey began, and I'm so proud to be here.
One more thing, let's give it up to Mom's Recipes Everywhere.
Perfect. Can you share your experience of the event when you came in for open call? How did you prepare for your pitch meeting? How did the merchant respond? Did it go as per expectation?
Yeah, that's a great question, Manish. So, I was super nervous coming here. I was like, whoa, I'm going to Bentonville. I'm coming here. But then as soon as we walked through the doors, we felt relaxed. When I say we, me and my team, because it really is a team effort. And I've got 2 of our team members here, one of them who's been with me since 2019 when I first started this business. And I remember walking through those doors just, what are we doing here? This is incredible. Anyways, we took a deep breath, listened to everybody, got mentors, listened to all the past suppliers that have been here, and we put together an amazing deck. We put together a deck, a story, and kind of to touch on some of the previous Walmart merchants that came up here, it was really about the story, how we can collaborate, and how we can deliver a great executable plan. And so coming in with confidence, having a great story, a great product that differentiates itself from the category, really helped us propel to where we are today.
Thank you. Joseph, how was your experience, and anything you think you look back you would like to improve?
Yes, so to share off of their experience, we're all nervous when we came in, especially this morning. We were the same way. We came in, we're like, what is going on? But the atmosphere that Walmart puts on for this, it takes you to a different kind of nervous. Like it's that pumped up. Then you get pumped up. You're past the nervous stage. You're pumped up. You're like, wow, we're actually here. You guys are all here. You know, this isn't a dream. You're sitting here. Your journey starts. You know, I mean, that's how you feel when you first come. Like, what is going on? And then you get the information, you know, from the day. And sometimes like half of our pitch deck went out the window. You know, it's like what I thought I was going to say. Half of it went out the window because I took a lot of the information from that day, and I was like, wow, you know, it was an eye-opener. And we were able to go into our pitch meeting and utilize that, and it turned into, instead of just PowerPoints everywhere, I just sort of threw my PowerPoint on the table, didn't turn on the computer. We had the samples for food there, which the aroma really helped us out there. But that was half of our pitch, just having them, you know, walk down the hallway and I was trying to blow the smell of the soup everywhere. But then we're in, and it turns into a conversation that was completely it went a different direction in a good way than I thought it was going to go. I thought I was going to have to be up here and clicking slides and yes, we do this amount here, we do this amount here, this is why Walmart. No, it was like a completely different experience than I thought. And that conversation it turned into an amazing conversation. And like earlier, you've heard it many times, be open-minded, because the feedback that we got sort of like, we didn't have the word Mama 2 on our spice packet. But one of the things was like, that is a great story, that you need to convey this through your packaging. And our Walmart merchant at the time, one of the merchants said, why don't you put Mama 2 spices on the package to really get that? And we're like, that is such a great idea. And that's turned into Mama 2 story, Mama 2 and Papa Lee on the side of the package with everything. And it's really, I mean, just listening and being open-minded was key.
So did you get a golden ticket?
We did not. We did not get a golden ticket. We got a tentative deal with Sam's Club and Walmart. Like, Sam's Club was like, because our price point was high. It was an innovative product. We're an instant noodle bowl that sells for $5.50 on retail. You know, in a market that's used to having $1.50, $2, $2.50 max on an instant noodle, but our quality and everything that goes into it backs it up. So they were nervous, but after trying it, our data points that we brought in from Marketplace showed its success already. They were willing to give it a shot with a plan, but they were hesitant, so we didn't get it right away. But like earlier, it's the first day of your journey. We said, you know, it's like, okay, what can we do to actually go to the next step? We took that as feedback, and within nine months, we were on Sam's Club shelves. We started in 28 Sam's Clubs as a one-time buy, and then a year later in Walmart, and now we've developed to 500 Walmarts and 150 Sam's Clubs as everyday items, 1P on Walmart Marketplace, all from not having a golden ticket.
Great. Tawfiq, how's your experience been from pitching at Open Call and then getting your products in our stores?
Yeah, the experience has been incredible. First of all, it was just starting from that meeting room. That's the rest of your journey. Starting there, you learn to collaborate with your buyer, get that feedback, learn and grow and scale. And going from 300 stores to 600 was hard. And going from 600 to 3,200 was even harder. So for us, we came together as a team to learn and asked our buyer, hey, how can we do this? And the great thing was we weren't afraid to ask questions. We asked our buyer, said, hey, Damon, how do we collaborate to get this? Because going to 3,200 stores means we're going into several RDCs, and that's just a big feat to take on. And they were just so supportive. Our supplier development relationship manager was good. Our buyer was good. asking the key questions to help us get to where we needed to be, and it really helped out. And the experience was incredible. You're going to learn a lot, you're going to soak up all this information, and then you're going to be a pro at it. And you're going to come back and you're going to be like, hey, what's next? What can we do? How can we grow even further? And it's just such an amazing journey, and you're going to learn a lot from it.
Again, thank you for being here today. Let's give it up for PhoLicious and Lola. Next, I'll invite Scott back to wrap it up.
Thanks, Mom. See what we're doing.